In 1998, Michael Keaton starred in a film called Jack Frost, where he plays a dad turned snowman to try to get closer to his son. But that's not the one we watched. We watched the 1997 Jack Frost about a serial killing snowman.
Not this snowman here.
Not that
No,
one.
this one.
That's the one.
This one right here. So Jack Frost is about a serial killer who's going to get executed, right?
By the old damn sheriff.
But instead of getting executed, he gets hit with a vat of acid. Turns into a genetically modified killer snowman.
Yeah, and begins to terrorize this small town out in the mountains somewhere. What did you think of the movie?
I thought it was a good bad movie.
It was a good bad movie. It had one of the dumbest stories I think I've ever seen, but the production value was shockingly good.
I think they knew it was supposed to be bad.
Yeah, going into it, they definitely were like, look, this movie's gonna be a piece of shit. Let's make it a high quality piece of shit.
And that they did.
Movie starts with about a 5-minute long scene of Christmas ornaments introducing all of the notable roles in this movie, including the snowman supervisor.
Notable.
And then we get into the scene where Jack Frost is actually being transported to his execution. It's kind of weird, a prisoner being transported to their own execution. They get in a car accident, and this leaves Jack Frost covered in a vat of genetic acid, which fuses him with the snow, and that is the idea behind how he becomes a snowman.
You know, it's common sense, really.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
From there, he terrorizes the town, especially the sheriff, who he has a personal vendetta against.
Because the sheriff who originally caught him back before he got arrested.
Yeah, and they don't give any indication as to why he is being sent to execution. They just show like a small flashback scene of him getting caught, and the sheriff is like, he has PTSD from this event of catching Jack Frost, but there's no indication as to why he is being executed.
Well, they lead you to believe that this Jack Frost character is some real bad serial killer.
Yeah, like a serial killer.
He's just real bad.
But we never see it. They just tell us about it.
I mean, I believe it.
Yeah, I believe it. Very scary dude. So he turns into a snowman. The FBI get involved, and this genetic material was an experiment that wasn't tested yet. But little do they know, it gets tested on a serial killer.
And boy, he passed with flying colors.
From then on, it turns into pretty much a montage of a snowman killing people. It's just, how can you get a snowman to get creative deaths in a horror movie? I mean, we've got head decapitations, we've got icicles through the head. What else do we have?
We have making characters throw up because they drank you. We had ornaments used as weapons,
Yes.
Christmas lights used as weapons.
Speaking of that, that was my personal favorite death scene in the movie. I mean, the ridiculousness of it, a snowman shoving an ornament in your mouth, then shoving the head in the box of ornaments, like shaking it around. Like, you can clearly tell it's like a mannequin or a dummy or whatever. What was your favorite death scene?
Mine, definitely at the end, when they tackle Jack Frost into, I mean, the only thing that can kill a snowman.
Spoiler alert.
As we all know, right? James? I'll do it. Antifreeze, obviously. That kills him. And his arm falls off. And the son of the sheriff is like, oh, Dad,
You forgot this arm.
got this arm. And oh, it's sentient. And it freaking tries to wrap itself like a anaconda around him, and they have to baptize the wee lad in antifreeze, like you do.
Yeah, that's not going to be healthy for the kid.
But best death scene, I think.
Absolutely. What do you think of the acting? There's a scene in this movie where a bully gets killed, and the parents come to the site of where the kid was killed, and just react in the most ridiculous way. Like, you know, you think your kid dies, you think you'd be pretty hysterical, you know? No. Like, these characters take it in the complete wrong direction.
Well, it felt like every character was picking one avenue of grief and just going all out.
Yes, like the dissociated mother, the angry father, and the rebellious teenage daughter. Yeah, like did not need to be like that at all.
I mean, people grieve that way, but they went from 0 to like all the way. Extreme.
All right, let's talk about the one-liners in this movie, because this movie basically is Arnold Schwarzenegger's Mr. Freeze from Batman and Robin condensed into a serial-killing snowman. I mean, every death is a one-liner. Like we get at the beginning, oh yeah, and then with the blow me with the blow dryer, blow me.
No, they even had, and not even just the snowman, but even some of the other characters. You know, when he turns into a big snowball, they're like, "Hey, Jack, you got a 7-10 split."
Got a 7-10 split. Yeah, yeah, and the writing is gold in this movie, honestly.
Well, that's what really made us believe that they wanted this movie to be bad.
Yeah.
Nobody would put that on paper and edit it and look at it and be that's good.
One thing I admire this movie for is its ability to just roll with the punches. They leave all the goofs in, like the rocking chair at the beginning with when they're rocking the corpse, and you could tell that the actor's like, look, just take your foot off the chair. And then he goes like, okay. And he stops rocking the dead body. And then one part where the sheriff's at his house and he hears something outside. So he gets up and bangs his head on the ceiling light, and it's clearly like an accident. It's like when in Star Wars: A New Hope when he hits his head on when the stormtrooper hits his head on the thing. Yeah, exactly like that.
And they even put a sound effect.
Yeah, it's like, oh, this is gonna be fucking hilarious. Let's put some Foley sound effects. What is your final verdict on this? Because I love the shitty movies. Like, I really enjoy them. You seem to be strained every time we watch one of these.
It's better than Miami Connection,
which took itself a little too seriously.
Yeah, only because it didn't take itself so seriously. But honestly, I mean, it's not really about what we think, right?
Yes.
It's Tobias, really.
Tobias is the official stamp of approval. And you know what? I feel like he's gonna like this one a lot.
We'll have to see. Why don't we cut and give it off to him, huh?
All right, everybody, remember to like and subscribe. Tell us what you thought about the video. We're gonna pass it on over to Tobias.
Welcome. Tobias J. Frost here with my child Ulysses. I would like to inform you, obviously, we are in Fairbanks, Alaska. Ulysses, sit! We were kicked out of our previous household for reasons unknown, I would like to add. We will be reviewing a classic movie, Jack Frost, starring Michael Keaton, a beautiful movie. What happens in Jack Frost, Michael Keaton, the star, dies and comes back to murder his child. Murder. Ulysses, sit! I have heard from my producers here. Boy, it was not the son that was mischieved in the bathtub, it was the mother. She dead. You want to know what happened to my other sound boy? What? Ulysses, get him! Three and four.